Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're diving into something pretty unique. A really different way of looking at creative crafts. Usually with something like crochet, you picture a pattern, right?
Step by step.
Exactly. Step-by-step instructions guiding you. It's quite prescriptive, but what if? What if you were just handed a design, no instructions,
Just the picture.
just a visual concept, yeah,
Okay.
and told, okay, make this. Our source for this deep dive is a really interesting Quora article. It's called Can You Decode This Crochet Design?
Ah,
And it introduces this specific challenge, the Scarabee Stitch Waves collection. So our mission today, we want to explore how this whole approach just flips the script on traditional crafting
right. From following rules.
to pure artistic interpretation. So the big question is, what actually happens when you get a design, but 0 steps, just that visual concept. It's this idea of decoding a visual, almost like a creative puzzle.
A puzzle. I like it.
Okay, let's unpack this. So maybe start with the familiar, traditional crochet. You get a pattern. It tells you everything, doesn't it?
Well, absolutely. Which stitch, how many, where to increase, decrease.
It's all laid out. The goal is basically to reproduce the item in the photo.
In following a recipe, exactly. Every ingredient, every measurement is there for you.
Right, but this Scarabee Stitch Waves collection, it throws that whole idea out the window.
Completely. It's a summer crochet bag pattern collection, and it's inspired by the Red Sea, apparently.
Beautiful inspiration.
Yeah, but the revolutionary part, it's presented as a visual-only PDF.
Visual only.
Think of it less like instructions, more like,
Right.
well, a design brief.
Mm.
Or like you said, a puzzle.
A puzzle the crafter has to solve themselves.
Exactly.
And that's what grabbed me. Each pattern isn't just a pattern. It's called a visual code.
A visual code.
The article describes it as a piece of art you're invited to translate. That's quite poetic.
It is.
So this visual code, what does it actually ask of the crafter compared to just following steps? Are we talking about needing to understand the why behind stitches, not just the how?
That's a really good way to put it. It forces you to analyze the visual language of the piece.
Okay.
So instead of just, doing row 5,
Yeah.
single crochet 10 times, you look at the picture and think, okay, that part looks stiff and structured.
Right, like the base of a bag, maybe.
Exactly. So you might think, maybe I need a dent stitch, like single crochet in the back loop.
Or maybe use thicker yarn there, or double it up.
Precisely. Or if another part looks really drapey and open.
You'd think about looser stitches, like trebles or a mesh.
Yeah, you'd experiment. It's about translating the visual result you want back into the stitch choice.
Yeah.
It really makes crafting more exploratory, intuitive even.
That sounds like a totally different mindset is needed, which sounds amazing, that creative freedom.
Mm-hmm.
But I imagine it could also be kind of intimidating, especially if you're used to having your hand held by a pattern.
Oh, definitely. That's a great point. Some people might feel a bit lost at first. Like, where do I even start?
Yeah.
Blank canvas anxiety.
Right.
You know,
The freedom could feel like too much freedom.
it could. The collection was explicitly designed to give you freedom, not rules.
Yeah.
But yeah, for someone used to strict rules, that can feel like jumping without a net.
So how do people manage that? What are the hurdles and how do you get past them?
Well, the key seems to be breaking it down. Don't try to figure out the whole thing at once.
Okay.
Look at the basic shapes, the main textures, and then swatch.
Experiment with small samples first.
Exactly. Try a few different stitches, see what looks closest to the picture or what feels right. It becomes about iteration, trial and error, not getting it perfect first time.
This is more of a journey.
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
And we've heard stories, people who felt boxed in by patterns. They suddenly find their own voice doing this.
Oh, interesting.
They might even discover that a stitch combination they thought was wrong by the book actually creates the perfect look for their interpretation of the visual code.
Wow, okay. That shift from just doing what you're told to real personal expression, that sounds huge.
It is.
The source really nails this when it says, every stitch is your decision. Every bag is your signature.
Your signature.
Changes the whole thing. It's not just about making a bag anymore.
No, it's about creating your bag.
Yeah.
A piece of art that reflects your choices, your interpretation.
That sounds incredibly empowering for the crafter. You'd feel such a connection to the finished piece.
Absolutely. It changes how you learn, how you master the craft. It's less about memorization, more about understanding and intuition.
It sounds like people can actually try this. The article mentions the collection is available.
Yeah, the full bundle is out there for download, so anyone feeling adventurous can take on the challenge, embark on their own sort of artistic journey.
It really makes you think about how a creative field can, well, evolve. It's moving beyond just copying things.
To actual creation.
Yeah. This Scarabee stitch waves idea, it's a profound rethinking of what crafting can even mean. It's about interpreting art, not just following a blueprint.
And you know, if we connect this to the bigger picture, it makes you wonder, doesn't it?
How so?
Where else are we maybe too focused on following step-by-step instructions, when maybe a visual code approach one that values intuition, interpretation, your personal signature could open things up?
Like in other areas of life.
Yeah. Think about, I don't know, problem solving at work. Or cooking without a strict recipe. Even planning something like a trip.
Instead of following a rigid itinerary.
You read the landscape, so to speak. You use your judgment, your creativity to guide the outcome.
Letting freedom and your own signature define the result, rather than just sticking to the plan.
Exactly. What could we transform if we stopped always looking for the instructions and started learning to read the visual code instead?
That's a really interesting thought to leave people with, something to definitely mull over.